Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the stream of streams. I don't know what makes this the stream of streams, but it is what happened to come out of my mouth. Uh, so welcome on in. I'm very excited because we have ascended heroes. We have ascended to the status of heroes. You know what hasn't ascended to the status of heroes, though? The price that they're charging for cards these days. Sam, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Today was the release day of Ascended Heroes. You could play it on TCG Live yesterday, but today's when you could actually find them in stores. I went to my local comic shop because I also was just picking up my books. Welsh, welcome on in. And they wanted to sell me a pack of three packs for $44. And I laughed and said, I'm okay. And I left. Which is sad because I do really want to open this set, and I am excited about this set. But it also kind of sucks that they just have put this set out so poorly. And they put out most sets poorly these days, but this one is very poorly put out. They've actually moved the legality of this set. Typically, a set becomes legal for competitive play 2 weeks after its release, so it releases on a Friday. 2 Fridays thenceforth it is legal. They have changed their ruling on it for this go round because the elite, so this is a special set, so this one's not getting printed in like a booster box, so like you'll never be able to go to the store and find just individual packs of this set. They'll only ever be in those like three pack blisters, or I think they have a 2-pack for this one as well, but that got delayed until next month. But they will be in like elite trainer boxes and the little booster bundles. And for some reason, all of that gets released next month, and I don't really understand why they chose not to release them at the same time, but they did. And so because of that, they have now changed the legality of this set to now be, I think, a day in March, because the European IC is happening, and there's concern people would not have been able to get cards in a decent amount of time, or they would be extorted and having to spend, $20 on a common card that in a few months will be maybe 50 cents. And so they moved the legality, which is very interesting. I haven't been to my local store recently, but I did see on the Insta they're selling a 3-pack for $29.99. That's actually not a bad price for it. I want to say MSRP for it is like $24.99, but I could be a little off base there. It might be a little closer to like $19.99 for MSRP. But I mean, that's not a terrible price. I still don't want to pay it. And then of course I went by a nearby Target, and they just had a sign on the front door that said no Pokemon cards. I said, okay, I don't even have to walk inside. Cool. But yeah, I did get some pre-orders of this set from Pokemon Center. I just do not get these until the Elite Trainer boxes come out, which is in a month from now. So that'll probably be when I first open this set, unless I end up going to an event and they have it for a decent price. I'm gonna go to one of the stores that I have store credit at soon. I don't know when, but if they happen to have some of them, I might spend my store credit on them, just because I do want to open the set, mainly because I enjoy opening packs, and secondarily because I need the content. We need the content. But we are playing, which is another interesting idea, or is another interesting thought. Since this set has been put out in such a weird way, its legal date for competitive play is now, I can't even remember what the date is. I think it's some day in March, which means TCG Live is now, for all intents and purposes, ineffective for practice before you go to an event, because there are cards that people are using, and even full decks, like some of the decks we're going to be playing tonight, that will not be legal until then. So I mean, it's not completely ineffective for practice, because I mean, you're still getting used to like how your sequencing of your deck works and all that stuff, but it's such an interesting time. But yeah, so this set is Ascended Heroes. It is a reprinting of a decent amount of cards. So like Pikachu is getting reprinted in this one. The latest Clefairy got a reprint in this one. A lot of Pokemon Dragapult got a reprint in this one, with Dreepy and Dracloak getting a new IR. Lily's Clefairy got a new SIR. So pretty much all of our stuff from the last year kind of got reprinted. There are a handful of new cards in this set. We've kind of looked at them before. But of the first deck that we're going to be playing tonight, which is Team Rocket's Honchkrow, which is a very silly deck, which is very similar to Gholdengo, except it's a single prize deck, and instead of energy, it kind of is a not the most unserious deck, but at the same time not the most serious deck in the world. Rocket Feathers for 2 energy, which we can use the Team Rocket's energy, which is worth 2 energy. You may discard up to any number of supporters that have Team Rocket in their name from your hand, and the attack does 60 damage for each card you discard this way. So if you discard 3 of them, you're doing 180 damage. You discard 4 of them, and you're doing 240 damage. 240 takes out most 2 prizers in the format. But yeah, a very silly kind of fun deck. And I know what you're thinking, but we're throwing all of our Team Rocket supporter cards away, which are the only supporters we play. Well, that's why our backup Pokemon for the in-game is Team Rocket's Porygon Z with the attack R command. This attack does 20 damage for each supporter card that has Team Rocket in its name in your discard pile. So you get all those Team Rocket cards in your discard pile, and now Porygon is attacking for like 250, 300 damage, depending on where you are. And you can also use its ability to discard 2 cards from your hand to draw a card, and you can throw away 2 more Rocket cards. The deck is very interesting, very silly. We want to go first with the deck, so we do play Team Rocket's Proton, allowing us to, on our first turn, search out 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon. A lot of decks want to go second right now, so it works well for us. So Honchkrow is the new Pokemon in this. You can see ASC is Ascended Heroes. A lot of these other Pokemon have been out for a while, from Destined Rivals, Team Rocket's Murkrow, the entire Porygon line. The big new card, this card we are going to see played in almost every deck. Not every deck will play, because I mean there are just some decks where it won't make a lot of sense, but this deck will be played in the majority of decks going forward. It's the Pokepad. Search your deck for a Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box, reveal it, put it into your hand. Which means it searches out even evolution Pokemons. This can find in this deck our Honchkrow, our Porygon 2, and our Porygon Z, which is really nice. Sorry. So that's good stuff there. And then we also play the Stadium, Team Rocket's Factory, once during your player's turn. If you've played a supporter that has Team Rocket in the name, draw 2 cards. That's kind of our big draw power for this deck. And our energies that we're using as Team Rocket's energy can only be attached to a Team Rocket's Pokemon, and it provides 2 energy, Psychic and Darkness, which doesn't really matter because all of our Pokemon attack with just colorless, except for Hammer In, which we're never really going to be going for Hammer In. And then we also play the Ignition Energy, which is at the end of your turn, discard it. It provides 1 energy unless it's attached to an evolution Pokemon, then it provides 3 energy. That's a quick way for us to get Porygon Z attacking, or Porygon 2 attacking if we need to, because Porygon 2 does the same exact attack as Porygon Z. The reason we like Porygon Z more is Porygon Z also has the ability to discard, but it does the same amount of damage as Porygon Z, but it does require 3. And then we also have the Team Rockets will be needed to use on Team Rocket's Mimikyu. We won't use this in most situations. It's more so because it has a free retreat. It works well with our Team Rocket's Giovanni, which allows us to like basically boss them around. But if we're going up against like Dragapult, for instance, we could do this, attach to energy, punch for 200, do damage. It's just Terra Pokemon in the active, so also Charizard, I guess. But yeah, that is Team Rocket's Honchkrow. So we're going to be playing a little bit up here. I don't know if this is the best version of the build. I just found a version that was played on in the tournaments in the city leagues. There is a Tournament of Doom tonight. I won't be playing in it because, as per usual, Tournament of Doom is a West Coast tournament, so it starts at like 10:30 ET. Which means if I was to play the entire tournament, I'd be playing till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not trying to do all that. But I am excited to see what of Ascended Heroes will perform well. Our A-Spec is the Miracle headset. I don't know if I'm super convinced that this is the best A-Spec for this deck. But it basically allows you to grab 2 supporters from discard pile and put them into your hand. We end up throwing away a lot of a lot of supporters, so it could be helpful to recover some Giovanni, recover an Archer, recover an Ariana, etc., etc. So we'll see that. It's a long tournament. Yeah, the Tournament of Doom is like the largest tournament on TCGL, I think. I don't know if there is another large one. I mean, there are a couple other large ones, but I think Tournament of Doom is the most well-known one. And it typically has, like, 250 to 300 people playing. So it has a lot of rounds. So I think it typically has, like, 7 or 8 rounds. And then top cut. And each round is 30 minutes. And then extra... It's a whole thing. So I have played in the Tournament of Doom before. If it just started earlier, I'd probably play in it. But I'm not as young as I used to be. I do tend to stay up that late, but it's more so because I'm reading, and my mind doesn't have to be as focused on, like, strategy. The Zorar with the Zekrom, yeah, we'll try that at some point. I don't know if we'll try it out tonight. There is also a fun, there is, like, a silly trolley build of Zorark now. Can I sort by just... format, standard, all, Ascended Heroes. Which is kind of like, I saw someone refer to it as In's Exodia. You can only use this card if you have In's Darmanitan, In's Zorark EX, In's Vanillux, In's Klingklang, In's Reshiram, and In's Zekrom in play. So that's 5 of them on your bench and 1 of them in the active. In's Darmanitan is a stage 1, so it has to be evolved once. Vanillux and Klingklang stage 2, so those have to be evolved twice. During your turn, if your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack by your In's Pokemon, take 3 more prizes. So it doesn't immediately win you the game unless you kill a Mega, which is already worth 3 prizes. But no matter what you take out an additional 3 prizes. That's going to be so stupid to set up and definitely not worth it. But as like a silly, haha, funny deck, I think it'll be pretty silly, haha. We're going to play some Honchkrow. I played a couple games of it this morning, and I was like, this is kind of fun. I kind of like it. Exodia, obliterate. Would you like to go first? Yes, I also never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Mulligan. Which, since we're going first, it doesn't super matter that our opponent sees what the deck we're playing. We're not really trying to hide anything. From the get-go, we are throwing stuff out, and they will be prepared for it. Like I said, this is a single prize deck, so even if we're a little bit slower in the setup, for most cases, our opponent has to do a lot of work to take multiple prizes in a turn. And it does allow us to kind of balance that out a little bit. This deck, though, is from the percentages I've seen, I think it is still B tier. Which isn't terrible, which isn't great. I think I'm going to open Mimikyu. Yeah, we'll open Mimikyu. We do have Team Rocket's Transceiver in hand, which is kind of great. Because we can use that to grab Proton. I think I got a full art Proton from when I was in NAIC, which is cool. Which a lot of these Team Rockets supporters are starting to go up in price due to this deck being viable. The Petrol is going up in price because Petrol is just viable. So let's play this and grab Proton. We have one of them prized. I'm not going to look too deeply at prize cards because I don't know what the deck plays. I really just want to check primarily my energies and what I have here, and I do. Okay. We will play Proton, and we'll grab a Murkrow, a Porygon, and I guess a second Porygon. And we'll get a little bit of each of them going. Then we'll play Team Rocket's Factory, and we will use Team Rocket's Factory because we played a supporter of Team Rocket's in its name. I get 2 more guys there, and we will end our turn. We do have Team Rocket's Transceiver again, so we can reach out and grab something else, but Ariana might play. We'll Pokepad for sure and get Honchkrow. I don't know. We'll see where our opponent ends their turn. Can also Miracle Headset if we need to get pull a second one out. to get some attack going. But yeah, I think I did get a full art Proton. I don't know where it would be. Oh, also I got my new chair. That's pretty exciting. I don't know where this card would be. I want to say I put it in this binder. Oh, it's not the... Okay, I was like, oh wait, is this the mirror? All I saw from far away was that there was dark Pokemon on the bench, and they played a Petrol. It is not the mirror. Where's this card? It's all my Palmies. Friends in Sinnoh. I'm pretty sure I still have it. Oh, there it is. Team Rocket's Proton. On art. I think it's the full art. I kind of like the full arts more than those other things. Alright, we will be Itchy Polland. Which is fine. We probably should have played the Pokepad, but... I don't know. We can Ariana if we need to. Which allows us to draw up to 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll draw 2. So we'll draw a card from the top. Yo, what are you doing? Welcome on in. Just play that. Okay, we got the Rocket's energy, but we did not get any actual rockets to use. Kind of screwed myself with not playing Pokepad beforehand. It was because all I saw was Monkey Dory, so I was like, I don't know if we're gonna get item locked, or if if I was gonna get Ionoed. Yeah, it's okay. Dargalis, how are you doing, buddy? It has been a while. How have you been? You okay? Don't want to sleep at the moment. Oh, Grimmsnarl, no. Grimmsnarl. All right, so our Mimikyu is gonna be super duper dead. But that's okay. There I am. Seem to be fine. Yeah, I hope all's going well. Or as best as things can go these days. There's a world where they might keep us under item lock, but I can't imagine they want to do that. Well, they might, because they might want to build up some damage, that way they can actually take a true 2-prize attack here. I don't know. There's been decent games on TOS2, even though it's slightly unstable after the changes. Have they done some big changes? How's the Mercury deck treating you so far? I don't have the creds to craft the headset of all things. That's funny. That they would play. I've been playing a quad Mega Frostlass tank deck. Ooh. I haven't checked out Frostlass yet. This is only my first game tonight, but I played 2 games earlier this morning. And it worked really well, but we also weren't under item lock. So I don't know, it's kind of a silly, like, Dango type variant. But right now I'm a little screwed. And they know that. Next turn they're going to push 30 damage. They're going to punch and take 2 prizes. I don't even know if there's anything Petrol really gets. Actually, I can Petrol for Team Rocket's Factory, which will be Petrol being played, which is my supporter, which breaks their stadium, and then also allows me to draw 2 and hopefully draw into Murkrow or just something to evolve. Nope. Okay. I more so just wanted. I didn't want to obviously put it in active because I don't want to kill Badoo, but I just wanted to get a Murkrow down. But we're at least set up where they can't theoretically kill all of them. But oh yeah, what's going on in Town of Salem 2 recently, Dark? Oh, I can't because Mimikry is just active Terra Pokemon, unfortunately. So only Terra, so it does nothing in this match, but they don't play a Terra Pokemon. Also, Yon, tell me about this this Frostlass deck. Have you been enjoying the Frostlass? I have not looked at Frostlass yet at all, other than I think it popped up this morning, like when I first jumped in, and I was like, oh, interesting. But I haven't actually looked at it yet. Yeah, item lock is annoying. Ooh, okay. They're planning to set up a lot going on here. They are not giving me a knockout. Okay, we did get a Haunch Crow, which is nice, but I don't want to evolve it now, because now I'm kind of afraid they're going to try and do too much. Go for a Hacking and discard a card from my hand. Really throw them for a loop there. We won't do that. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, we could just get Iono'd here, which would put us in a really bad spot, potentially. Potentially an awful spot. But we'll see what happens. Enjoy the Mega Lass as a card. There's two different versions. I've been playing the Quad Tank version and the version with Monkey Dory and the Baby Lass. I think that's the one I saw. I have a version pulled up. I need to find a Dragonite deck is what I want to play. Oh, they're probably going to take out both my... They're setting up to take out both my Murkrows. I need Giovanni is what I need. And then we can start doing stuff. I can just top deck Giovanni. Okay, well, you know. It's not Giovanni. We'll thin these friends out of the deck. All three Giovannis are there. Thinning is what the kids call winning. Thinning is what they call... We could kill the Badoo. Next turn, they push 20 damage, or they push 30 damage here. They push 30 damage here. But they actually honestly have a 4-prize turn lined up. We could sacrifice you, put you here just to keep you out of harm's way. And then we could just kill the Badoo. Or we could go for Deceit. We could do this, punch, Deceit, put Giovanni in our hand. Leave their Badoo down, not take a prize. I don't know. I don't know that I like that either. I like taking a prize card, though. I want to use my Rocket's energy for that. That's more so where it is. That requires the Rocket energy. Deceit does not require the Rocket energy, but I think they attack next turn anyways. Whatever. Let's just go for Torment. Remove the item lock and just give them all their fun. Take a prize. Hey, it's another Haunch Crow. Basically, they moved to a stronger back-end system. It's been flimsy at best. You can play at the moment, but some things don't work. You're disconnecting. So... when they said stronger back end, what did they mean by that then? Yeah, Judge. Judge! Why are you playing Judge? Iono is still legal. Why are you playing Judge? What? This is terrible. We at least got the Pokepad so we can grab out 2 friends, but the fact that we're going to lose our Rock's energy here is not great. Maybe more secure. That's funny. Prep for rotation, probably. Yeah, rotation's like 3 months off. There's not even like I don't know. That's such a I don't know. I am so weirded. Like my only reason where I can see like it's worth prepping for rotation is if you're going to your next like thing you're doing is going to be post rotation. But we're so far away, and there's no one's next thing is post rotation right now. I know, it's so weird. We are pretty much lost here. We're gonna see the game through though, just for fun. But you know, Petrol. What does Petrol get us? Petrol gets us another. Petrol gets us another factory, I guess, which allows us to hopefully draw into something. I think that's really all we got going for us right now. How many guys we got in here right now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. If we go to attack with Porygon, I don't think that's super worth it. That might be the route we go. That might be the route we go. We could go Archer. Well, no, because I was like, I don't want to prep it for next turn. I want to draw this turn. Alright, give me 2 worthy cards. Okay, well. Well. 100 damage. Nice. They can move 90 damage and kill this. Yeah, that's just game, actually. They push 9. Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It pretty much is just not worth it. I did buy some judges, though, in prep for rotation, I will say that. Mainly because I know if I spend the money on it, I say the money, they were 50 cents. Because they were actually... I actually don't know what I did with them. I think they are they in this box? I went with the... Yeah, I went with this judge. Just because I already had one, and they had 3 of them for sale, and they were 50 cents. But if I spend money on them, then something's going to happen, and they're going to reprint an Iono or a Roxanne equivalent, and then no one will play Judge. So I'm actually taking one for the team. So you're all welcome. Took 3 mulligans. Yo, that's crazy. Alright, Cynthia. Out here mulliganing up. We have a petrol. We can transceiver for proton. I'll take the 3 mollies. Don't worry, I'll absolutely take the 3 mollies. Oh, we just top deck proton? Okay. I like top deck and proton. Let's actually go 1 less Porygon and grab a Mimikyu. We do have Giovanni in hand for next turn. Do I want to pop this out now? I don't think they really play any stadium, so we might as well just enjoy the extra draw. Okay. We can attach because I don't think they're going to get an attack off. And I think we're okay. I think we're okay. You had 2 great games today. Nice. I'm glad you're still enjoying Town of Salem. I don't know. I haven't felt a drive to return to it. You know what I have been playing though? I started back playing this, and I think this is the most invested I've been in this game since I was a kid. I have been back playing RuneScape. And I have not played RuneScape this much since I was like a kid. Like middle school, maybe. I do kind of like killing the Neo Upper, but I feel like it'd be better to kill one of these. We could petrol for... Yeah, we'd have to petrol for it, though. That's the thing. Because Giovanni doesn't guarantee us getting what we want, so we'd have to petrol for it. And we also don't have a retreat angle here for us here. So I think let's Giovanni you up, and just see if we draw into something that we need. And if not, you know, no hard feelings. I mean, you get a Porygon, but... that doesn't really help us. But it does get the Porygon out of active. It wastes a turn for us. Probably should have pulled a Roselia. That probably would have been a little bit smarter. I'm still figuring out this deck, and I know I'm still going to be playing it really poorly. I think we should have sent up, pulled up Roselia, so even if we whiffed it, we'd at least have something stuck. That is the one thing I don't love about this deck. Its draw power is very limited to just an extra 2 cards, which is still pretty good. But once we start building up a hand, like Ariana doesn't really do too much to us because it's just draw until we have 8 cards. I feel like there's another Team Rocket's card that worked similar to Iono, but maybe I'm dumb. Maybe it is just Ariana. I don't know why I'm thinking that there is one. Or, I don't know. Or maybe it's one that was similar to Roxanne. And it's if we get knocked out. And we might have it in deck now that I'm thinking about it. Crazy to me, this deck place has said a thing of all the ace specs been played at least once or twice be played, except for maybe the laser. That is wild. I don't know that headset is worth it. I haven't played enough games with it, but I don't know. I just feel like anything that... I mean, I guess right now I could be like, oh man, I could recover Giovanni. But I mean, you play a Pokepad, which also does that. I don't know. They had a really good turn this turn, though. How many supporters do we need for 330? 240. 300. We need 6 supporters discarded. Miracle Headset does also recover us 2 supporters just to discard, because right now I do not have enough supporters, but I can transceiver to get the supporters I need to take my 2 prizes here. Corkscrew Dive? Oh, okay, I was like, wait, why did Corkscrew Dive do that much? Pokepad, perfect. Perfect. Alright, we'll play that. Play that. This is who I was thinking of, right? Archer. You can only use this if your opponent was knocked out. Each player shuffles their hand. You draw 5 cards, they draw 3. I don't think I want to use that right now. I think we'll just grab 2 protons, and we'll just take knockout here, right? Right? I think we actually have to. I don't think we actually get to use a supporter then. 60, 120, 180, 240. 240. Okay, no, okay, I can use a supporter. I can play, like, Petrol, I guess. Or I can grab Proton here and I can play the Petrol in hand. 60. Yeah. So how much am I doing right now? 420, yeah. We can play Petrol and grab another Pokepad. Which means we can put Rocket's Factory into play. We can draw 2 cards before we play the Pokepad. Oh, I forgot we can reconstitute. And we can discard a card and draw cards. Leave Pokepad and get ourselves another Haunch. Attach that there. Oh, I do have to get rid of 2. Oh no, I thought I only had to... I thought it was up to 2. Alright, well, we'll get rid of the Sacred Ash. That was a misplay. I read this backwards. I thought it was discard 1, draw 2. I don't know why I thought it was that powerful. And I should have held on to Ariana, because now we need Ariana next turn. That was a massive misplay. But hey, that's what we're doing right now. We're learning a new deck we've never played before. And we get the Ariana back, and we get Palpad. So it's fine. You want to consider the list for the Quad Tank Frost last deck in Discord? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think there's a deck list channel. I don't know that we've used it. Yeah, there's a deck list channel if you want to toss it in there. Just do 30 more. So right now they're doing 160 minus to 130 because of my resistance, and they get the knockout. It's been used like once. Yeah, I think I posted something in there and someone else posted something in there. I'm not very good at posting the list that I play. It's supposed to be so I can post lists when I'm playing them for if anyone sees it and wants to use it. But I mean, for the most part, I've just been playing pretty generic decks, so it hasn't super mattered. I do have Ignition Energy in hand, so is it worth going Porygon here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We're only doing 160 right now. Only doing 160 right now. Could hit an Archer, but I don't know that I love hitting an Archer. I think Ariana just to drop more cards. I mean, draw 5 is nice. Pokepad. Or Palpad. Too many pad things. Giovanni's back in. Does this deck die RIL to Iono Phantom Dive? Most decks do. Most decks do. I feel like Archer for disrupting them. And we can also draw with Porygon if we do, which we'll also get that. But I'll draw 5. This will draw 8. I don't know that the disruption is worth it. I think we need more cards. How many Ignitions have I played already? 0? Okay, so I don't mind losing an Ignition and drawing 7 cards. To get our bench back situated. That's the thing, I was like, that's what I was trying to determine. I was like, is it worth disrupting here when right now I just need to take a knockout? And I don't think it's worth me trying to do any sort of disruption when I'm just trying to take a knockout that I don't know that I'm going to reach. Because I need 6 cards. And we can get 4 of them. We can draw 1 additional card off Reconstitute, but that's not enough. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 18 is not worth it off of the Constitute to get rid of energy. Do that. I don't know. Just get some damage onto it. We take 2 prizes next turn. I mean, they could attack with Cynthia's Spiritomb, I think, and we still have 1 Giovanni. Or no, we still have 2 Giovanni left, which is why I held on to the Transceiver, because we can now... oh, interesting. I was assuming they were going to kill this because they'd want to get rid of the ability. But I mean, I would rather them kill Honchkrow, because we should still have another Honchkrow and a Night Stretcher in deck. But if they flee, we can Transceiver for Giovanni and kill this guy. Is kind of the idea that we're going for here. Oh, they... Okay. I mean, we'll still do it. I just assumed they were going to attack with Spiritomb, and they might not have energy. See, this is why also I hate that we don't have Mimikyu out. Because Mimikyu is our free retreat, so we can make decisions. But we'll send this guy up and hope we manage to get the stuff we want to get. Because we can also Giovanni to that because we have Ignition Energy. Which I think actually is better. Actually, yeah. Since they left this alive, we just Giovanni, and because we're doing 180 still. Yeah, we're fine. Because right now we're doing 200, which does kill. I would like to draw into a setup here. We do get Night Stretcher. I just don't know this list well enough right now. How many Honchkrow does it play? That's really what I need to know right now. We play 4 Honchkrow. So I should be fine to recover Murkrow. Well, no, because no matter what, because we'll be doing 200 damage. No, I think I do want a Murkrow. Yeah, I think I do want a Murkrow. And we'll do that. And then we will not reconstitute. We will... We could get rid of the 2 of those. No, I don't think that's worth it. I think just take the knockout. Just take the knockout. Just don't over extend. We should get a Honchkrow. No, we do get the other Giovanni, the Archer, but again, I don't think the Disruption is super worth it to us at this point, unless... I don't know, because they have any attack that they want. Like, anything that we disrupt from them isn't doing anything for us. But now they have no damage, so now they are forced to attack with Garchomp. Like I said, the only reason I can think they didn't attack with Spiritomb was because they didn't have the energy for it. Arven. Alright, so right now we have a 240 attack with supporters in our hand. Or we could discard 2 of them, and what, we were hitting for 200 at the end of turn? We're hitting for 200. We could hit for 240 with discarding them, and 260 if we played one, which isn't a knockout, unfortunately. So we might should have constituted, but we don't have a... We had a second one set up. I don't know. Corkscrew dive. Which also, Porygon 2 actually just makes the attack. So we should have actually thrown away and hoped for the best, but here we are. We've used all of our receivers. Pokepad for Honchkrow is what I'm thinking. And then we need to draw, which they also went up to 400. Is 6 still? 6 times 6? Is that still enough? 60. Or 120. 240. 300. No, we need 7. So we will not draw into what we need. We will not draw into what we need. Is that Cynthia in the corner of the Garchomp art? Yeah, this is Cynthia's Garchomp. So, Cynthia is on all of them. And the next turn we Giovanni. And the next turn we okay, I think we potentially have potential game here. I think. Unless something goes awry, I think we have it. I don't know. I don't think grabbing Honchkrow was the correct decision. I think we should have held the Pokepad. Fine. You know, no way you're about to itchy pollen me, right? Right? No way they're about to go into an item lock. Okay, there's the Iono. Okay. Did lose my ignition energy though. Do we lose? Or do we win? Let's shuffle the deck. Grab Porygon Z. 9-card deck, and we just need Ignition Energy. 9-card deck, and all we need is Ignition Energy. Do we get the card we need? Or do we cry ourselves to sleep? Hey, there it is. There's the Ignition Energy. Nice. That's fun. Very silly deck. Because that unprettyfy it. I appreciate that. It's still one of my biggest asks for this game is that if you could set default art for cards, and anytime you imported like a deck list, it automatically took whatever your default card art was. It by default it just goes to whatever the lowest rarity is, which is what it currently does when you like add in cards for the first time. But you should I want to be able, like, when I start adding cards, if my preferred art for like Pidgey, for instance, is this one, or Pidgeot is this one, it should automatically do that. Boss's Orders, my default art is Giovanni. I don't know. I just, if this game wasn't held together with duct tape, you know. Also, welcome to the Ascended Heroes Battle Pass. Wow. These heroes are getting ascended. You're telling me just at level 2 they give us the Badoo? They're just out here giving people the fancy Badoo? That's crazy. You're not making them work for it? Alright, let's open up some Ascended Heroes. Wow. Badoo, okie dokie. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of like the mega attack arts. I kind of like these. I kind of dig them. And I did see a video this morning of someone opening up a god pack, which is like all megas with this, which is pretty cool. New Snorunt, big scale. Waitress, look at the top 6 cards of your deck, touch basic energy from there to one of your Pokemon, shuffle the cards back to your deck. That seems pretty bad. And we have 7 packs to open. They have printed Psyduck, which is a common, which will decrease the price of this card a lot, which is nice. Everyone should have as many Psyducks as they want now, which is wonderful. Charcoal, Larry's Dunsparce. Oh, Larry getting Pokemon is new in this set. MARs, that's what they're called, right? Mega alternate rares. Got me nostalgia baited for old Mega EX cards. Yeah, I never played around that time, so I'm super. I think they're fun. I think they're fun. I don't know that the Larry's deck is anything. I'm excited to be proven wrong. I'm always excited to be proven wrong. But I also don't normally open packs like this, but just since it's a new set, I normally just hit collect all. But it is fun to see. Here's one of the pieces of N's Exodia, as I saw someone call it. Yeah, trainer, play this card and win the game. Ooh, a new Petron. Actually, look at this. If this Pokemon is knocked out, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. Oh, that's kind of fun. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Mochi Rush does 50 more damage. I don't know that that's going to see any play at all. That's a fun ability. Erica. Oh, Erica got cards in this one. I haven't paid a lot of attention to Ascended Heroes before, obviously, the release here. Attacks used by each Terra Pokemon in play cost 1 more. Ooh, that might see some play to, like, disrupt, like, Dragapult and Charizard. I don't know if it'll see a lot of play, because both of those decks play stadiums that can bump them, so... Yeah, the N's Exodia deck is hilarious. It's so good. I want it to be incredible just because I think it's so silly. We had a new Charmander. I didn't see the... I didn't have it... I clicked past it too fast to see what the art was. Cramorant. I really want to get the Meowth IR. Oh, and I did see that there is a new Togekiss IR. That looks really, really cool. That looks really, really cool. Larry Starly. Burst Vitality. Garbink. Spidops. Ooh! Oh, did we just get a God Pack? No, it started with a Mega. I was like, wait a second. Why did it start with the Mega? Hey, we got the Snorunt. Is this now the optimal Snorunt to be used? I don't know. Charmeleon. Oh, that's a fun Charmeleon art. That's fun. Not better than the current Charmeleon we have, because the current one is 110. And And for 1 energy does 40, I believe. But still is cool. Holes. Ability Holes. Whenever your opponent's X Pokemon moves to the bench during the turn, place 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. That's just super not worth it. That's just super not worth it, but okay. Rotom. I miss Rotom V. Rayquaza. Alright, I do want to look at this Charmander. That's very cute. I'm not a huge Charmander guy. Squirtle is my favorite of the Kanto starters. But like, obviously there's a reason why Charizard is one of the most popular Pokemon. It's a cool one. That is nice. You'll never have a God Pack. I've never opened a God Pack. But the fact that this started with this card made me think that it was. Why was this card at the start? Tell me we have error packs even on live? Tell me live has error packs too. What was this? Team Rocket's Pokemon is attached to his damage by an attack from your opponent's knock Pokemon. The Pokemon is now asleep. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, this is the Togekiss. Look at that art. That's so pretty. Optimal Runt. And then, of course, this I think is like one of my like top chases for this set. This and the Lily's Clefairy, of course. Ooh, wait, this Scorbunny is also super cute. Oh, I love that. And it doesn't match the IR of the of Scorbunny's Evo that I'm blanking on its name. Reboot. Because it's in a snowy area, but it at least, you know, matches having another IR, which is nice. No, I don't want to unlock all these things. I just purely want to look at the art. Cynthia's Spiritomb, that's sick. That's sick. New Boss's Order. New Ultra Ball. Electros. Oh, did we get a new I didn't even realize we were getting a new Fezandipity EX art. Wait, is Bubble Mew in this set? No, why is it giving Bubble Mew as an option? What? I'm so confused why Bubble Mew was an option there. What? I don't know, I'm confused on why Bubble Mew was a reward. Oh, maybe it was in like one of these boxes is why. The Meryl here is really cute. This is also really cute art. Yeah, they're out here just giving out Bubble Mews. What's that all about? Just out here giving away Bubble Mews. And of course the Psyduck art. Oh wait, this Tangela is also really cute. Ah, there's so many good cards in this set. There's so many good cards in this set. Oh my, so many cards we'll never pull. I don't really actually care about that Scrafty. We did get a new Pikachu. Pikachu EX. I don't know why, but the way this card is designed just makes me, is just giving, like, TCG Pocket. I don't know why, but looking at this card, I think it's because there's a TCG Pocket Pikachu EX that looks like this. Like the tree and everything of it all, but... And then the new Dracloak art. The first time Dracloak is getting an IR. So excited about that. Excited about that. Alright, let's play another game. Very Pocket Go. Okay, it's not just me. As long as it's not just me. Chat, I'm now level 16 attack, by the way. The immersive art, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely only playing Pokemon TCG right now. I'm definitely not doing anything else. Definitely not attacking goblins. My opponent will go first. No Virizion Hunt. I still have not been able to find the donut. I've still not been able to get the donut. And I honestly haven't looked for it. Yesterday, or last night I had D&D. So I didn't do anything. I haven't turned on Legends in a couple days. I assume this is Sir Ledge since they wanted to go first, and they're playing Lunatone. I low-key feel like getting into RuneScape for a long time. You think it's worth it? I played RuneScape a lot as a kid, so actually RuneScape is where, as a kid, because I wanted to play a wizard and I was super creative, my account name, my player was named Wiz909090. And that is what eventually I used as my username on everything. It became my YouTube channel. And then I eventually renamed my YouTube channel to Wiz Studios. And then when we made the second channel for Pokemon, it became PokeWiz, or PokeWizard, I think is what the full name of it is. So I have always had RuneScape as something that, like, I've wanted, I enjoyed. And I've just, like I said, I just recently started playing it again. It's a very different style of game. I just like a game I can kind of just, like, click around in. What are they playing, actually? I actually don't know what they're playing. Because they're also playing a Hoot Hoot build. Actually don't know what I want here. I guess a Rocket's Factory doesn't hurt. I feel like this deck needs, like, especially if, like, something just to draw more, get more Pokemon down. Yeah, there we go. You just get more Pokemon down, just like that. Just like that. We have a Giovanni in hand. So I can next turn Giovanni someone into active. But I don't think hacking is worth it. Yeah, Rock with the Owls, I'm very confused on what this is. Because what Terra Pokemon is utilizing Lunatones? Like I said, my first thought was they wanted to go first with the rocks. I was thinking it was Surledge, but Surledge doesn't play owls. Oh, Mega... What? What? Mega Lucario? What kind of pile is this? What kind of pile is... What are you going to do with that Riolu, bud? Oh, okay. They probably also play Area Zero. Never mind. That's what... Okay. They did put down an Overpond. They did put down an Overpond. This is such a weird... This is such a weird thing they're playing. What is this Riolu art? That's very cute. We got a pretty much not great hand going into this next turn, though. So I'm hoping for... I don't know what I'm hoping for at this point. I don't know what really helps us out of this spot. Because we need Rock's Energy, but we also, like, need something better. They're just going to take a knockout here. We're going to push Mimikyu. There's not a lot of greatness going on here. I mean, it might just have to be we go for a Deceit. So we can pull like Ariana and put it into our hand. Maybe like Giovanni up Noctowl. Let's try and waste their turn. If this was a 2-cost retreat, I'd do that. This is a terrible waste of our Ignition Energy. But I don't know what else we're gonna do here. Horrendous waste, but I don't know. Not a great open. Not a great open. Like I said, I am excited to see what people start building for Doom tonight. See what anything as well. I don't care where I find a list for Instinct Zodia. I don't know either. I haven't seen one. I saw someone playing one last night when they were streaming, but I did not, like, get the list from them. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Rocket's Transceiver, Evo U. I'll pet back Giovanni. Petrol would be useful. I think we play Transceiver and grab nothing from it. Then Ariana. Okay, well. I could Rocket Feathers for 60. Doesn't really do a whole lot for me, but, you know, I could do it. I won't do it, but I could do it. Go for a Deceit again. A Petrol. So that we can Petrol for Stadium. Yeah, I have no idea what this with corners. I don't know. This is someone trying to make Lucario work, I guess, but Lucario kind of works. The only reason Lucario doesn't have a ton of play right now is just because Guardy's still in format. Once Guardy leaves format, like Lucario will see a lot of play, and it does not require owls. When I bump their stadium, they're just going to get rid of knocked out with Fanworth, I imagine, but still. Unless they put down another... Grab an energy. But with the 80 HP, they do need either the power-up, Premium Power Pro, but they've already used one of them. Or they need their Vitality Band, and I don't know if they play Vitality Band. Or they could attack with Mega Lucario, I guess. Yeah. Which I'm actually pro them attacking with Mega Lucario. Because that means potentially we could take 3 prizes here. I don't have... So then do we want a Petrol for that, or we'd rather Transceiver for Ariana and draw? We need cards is what we need. We need cards. I play Transceiver. We'll attach this for sure. We have 4 in hand. Ariana will get us another 4. Petrol will get us not another 4. So I think we do go Ariana. I think we do go this route. I was hoping we would just draw into Stadium. I can headset and put 2 trainers back into hand, which means I could punch for 240, but seems not that powerful. But that might just have to be the route we go here. You might be able to like search on like Twitter or something and find a deck list of it. Welsh. Next turn we can at least kill with Porygon, but I mean the thing with Porygon is I've already thrown away 2 Ignition Energies. We only play 4. Right now they do have to at least Mega Brave if they want to kill this. Oh, or they Turo. Okay, cool. Cool. And they Premium Power Pro, so they can't kill it. Alright, fun. Alright, be a loser, I guess. Yeah, bud, you gotta attach an energy. I do not see how we win this at the current state of our game. Gonna be real with you, I don't really see how we get there. A better top deck there might have been nice, might have been beneficial. But at our current position, we're kind of just screwed. Yeah, they just take it. They just take double knockout there. It's fine. It's fine. We had some breakage in the early game, but we did a little bit of misplaying. I think there's definitely some better avenues we could have gone. Because, like, there was a time when I played it, I didn't play a transceiver. Alright, I should have played the transceiver. Like, as soon as I was like, oh, we won't play this transceiver, so that way I can draw more cards. I should have played it because we're just wanting to draw supporters, so why wouldn't we keep a supporter? There's no reason not to keep a supporter there. But my brain is just not thinking about this deck in the way I need to be thinking about this deck. So I just got to get more in line with how this deck gets played, which is different than how the majority of the decks that I tend to play. I just wish this deck had something better to, like, early game support for getting Pokemon out, because Pokepad is nice, but the Pokepad only gets out one Pokemon. I mean, Proton is obviously early game support, but if you don't get it, I guess I don't know. Maybe I just need to play better. That could be what it comes down to. I just need to play the game better. It's not something I considered, but that might just be the what I need to do. Just play the game better. We have 4 Honchkrows in there. We have 2 Giovannis. We have a headset. We have 3 rockets. We have 2 ignition. We have 1 in hand. We have 2 more factories. 3 pads. Rockets factory. Draw 2. We got a Proton for next turn. I could Ignition Energy Retreat, but I just feel it's not worth, especially with that in hand. But maybe Pokepad in case we get under item lock. And just go ahead and put Honchkrow in hand. Oh, Mimic, you surprised. We'll just go ahead and put Honchkrow in hand. Arvin, alright. No Iona, so we will be keeping our Honchkrow. We will be keeping Honchkrow. Do the sounds of my the armrest come through? This is my first day in this chair and I'm really loving it. I've just been breaking it. We do get under item lock, so it was good to play that. Well, I don't know that I really care for using that to kill that, but we could Giovanni for it. Haven't heard anything. Oh, yeah. They make a really fun noise. Yeah, I think this is just the last. At first I was thinking, I was like, oh, this is what's the face? Oh, we're in. Oh wait, we do still have Rockets Factory. Okay, kind of a silly play if we whiff though. Oh no, we can use Ignition Energy. Never mind, we actually have energy to attack here. We can actually attack with Ignition Energy. And I have 2 in hand. I feel like killing the monkey is more important than killing the lass. They have 2 of them. So I feel like let's just kill the monkey, because that's their way of like pushing damage around. And they have 2 of them, so they can easily evolve it. Give me Porygon 2, please. Well. Wait, are you weak to darkness? You are weak to darkness, so I only need to use 1. We'll just get rid of Proton. Got a fun noise. I don't know, just like it go here. Let me see if I can. Like that's the sound thing. I don't know. I'm just excited to have a chair that's actually comfortable to sit in now. Because the chair that I used to sit in was not comfortable at all. Okay, so they get Frostlass. I got no abilities on my side, so I don't have to worry about that until we get to Porygon Z. And we got rid of the monkey, so they can't start building towards it. Throw away their Mega Frost. Let me actually read this Mega Frostlass. I know it only attacks for 1 energy, but I actually don't know what it does. This attack does 50 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. Oh, shoot. Okay, so let's keep very few cards in our hand, he says, with a 7-card hand. Definitely going to have comfort. I've wanted this chair for 10 years. This specific chair. I'm very happy to have it. Unfair stamp? Oh, never mind. Remember when I said my hand wasn't changing? Oh, no, that was 2 turns ago when I said my hand wasn't changing. My hand can change now. Yo, Ayo, why is this guy? Why'd you put this guy inactive? I don't want them inactive. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. We'll grab another Pori out. We could put Giovanni in hand for next turn, or we could just grab Factory again. We're still under item lock, so I don't hate Factory. Potentially draw into a Porygon 2 and just start setting that up more. No. But we will evolve this. Just 3 items we can't use. 3 items I can just look at and appreciate. And go, wow, look at these items. These items are so cool.
Which, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter how many cards I have in hand. Because if I have 3 cards in hand, they can take out any of my Pokemon. So it doesn't super matter how many cards I have in hand. They do kill Porygon if they want to, but they probably don't want to. They probably want to set up damage other places.
Probably should have Petrol for Giovanni. But I don't have energy, so that's the other thing I needed. I think Team Rocket's Factory is beneficial if we can top deck a supporter. We can't. I love item lock. Item lock's so much fun. Wow, gang. I love being under item lock. I love being able to participate in this game we call Pokemon trading card game. My favorite ability is In Turn. It's great. I could just use that transceiver. Just use the transceiver. It'd be so nice. Be so nice. Hey, Porygon 2. That's something. Is it worth evolving active? So they can just push 30 damage and kills. Let's just put it on one on the bench. So that way at least survives. Yeah, it's not fun being under item lock. And again, I say it as someone who's like, it's in the game. Whatever. I'm not someone who thinks like they need to ban like item lock cards. It's part of the game. It is what it is. I play decks that utilize item lock. It's great. Like, they're loving life right now. They're really enjoying what's going on because they have full control of the game right now. And I don't blame them being super pumped about it. It sucks when you're the one under item lock. It just really does. It just really sucks. Itchy Pollen. Alright, well next turn they have to start doing something because the Itchy Pollen will kill me. But I mean I don't even have energy right now, so I can't do anything. They don't know that. Alright, get me out of this somehow. Cool! Love drawing more items. Love drawing more items. That's great. Couldn't give me any energy. That's fantastic. There's counter catcher, sure. Sure. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. All right. Can't even play Archer because they haven't taken a knockout yet. Next turn, they take out this, they take out this, they take out this if they want to. They could draw three prizes next turn. Probably not what they do. They're probably just gonna keep. They're just gonna keep building up the damage on my side. They see that I'm clearly not drawing out of this. Where's Timmy Turner's dad when we need him? Start building up on this one now. I'm giving it 2 more turns and I'm leaving because this just isn't fun. I mean, it hasn't been fun for a while. I mean, even at this point, if I draw into energy and can start doing stuff, what am I gonna do? All of my Pokemon are like a damage away. It's just so boring. Oh, cool, Giovanni. Let's see if we get out of this. Can I have energy? Of course not. Of course I can't have energy. Of course I can't have energy. Why would you give me energy? Of course I can't have energy when there's only 1 energy in the discard and there's still 7 energy in my deck. Of course! I can't have energy. That really just frustrates me. Frustrates me so much. That one Stone Seer is revived and ends up carrying town. That's funny. They play another counter catcher. Yeah, screw you. Screw you! We're gonna give it 1 more turn. I said we're gonna give it 1 more turn. So we're gonna give it 1 more turn. That would have been a great turn if I could have done something there, though. I love how they're setting up this board wipe. It's so wonderful for them. Oh, wow, there's the rocket energy. Here's the energy I needed 15 turns ago. Wow, what a fun game that was. What a fun game that was. But hey, I'm sure they were having a blast, and I'm happy for them for that. I'm happy they were having a blast. I'm happy they were having a blast. We'll probably play 1 more game of this, and then play another new deck. I don't know what else. You said, oh wait, you sent a Frostlass deck, right? It is just purely Frostlass. We will check this out next. I assume its purpose is to just tank hits and... Oh, Wally's Compassion. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, alright. We will check this out next. We will check this out next. Two mulligans? Oh, no! Oh, no! Team Rocket versus Team Rocket. We already have a Honchkrow in hand. Do I want to... We won't be under item lock. So I think we're okay to hold on to the Pokepad. Make a decision next turn on what we want. So we already have a Honchkrow in hand. So we might want to use it to get like a Porygon 2. They also won the coin flip. Why did they want to go second? Shouldn't they want to go first? They can't attack turn 1, can they? I don't think so. They need to evolve to be able to accelerate the energy. Yeah, so I'm surprised they chose to go second. We don't have a whole lot to do here. We could go for Torment. I actually really like Torment here. Let's grab Porygon 2. Because Torment chooses a Pokemon's active attack. If they can't use that attack, we just tell them they can't use Erasure Ball, so they can't attack. Which is kind of fun. Trying to think if we want to use Proton. I think I do, just to thin the deck. I think thinning the deck is just better. Torment. Wait. What happened? Did I not do it? Oh, I forgot Articuno had Repelling Veil. I forgot Articuno had prevent all the effects of attacks. Oh, okay. Never mind. I forgot that was the thing. I was like, wait a second, it didn't ask me what attack not to use. That's funny. Oh well. I just need supporters. Right now we still have a pretty dead hand. Using In's Exodia, the bricking is insane. Wait, I'm being asked to build a beehive? I'm so sorry, chat. I'm being asked to build a beehive. Really important that I build this beehive. The beekeeper. They gave me a lamp. And beekeeper boots. Sorry, chat. I had to go do that. It was super important. Interesting. You didn't want to kill what I have energy on? Why wouldn't you want to kill what I have energy on? A little confused, but okay. Little confused, but okay. A little confused. But alright. But alright. Alright, put you down. We'll play you. We'll play you. We'll attach that. We'll play that. Hit for 240, which is knockout. Which is knockout. It's only have 2, yeah. Dope. I grab Porygon 2. And how are you doing? Welcome on in. Going pretty well. Just playing some Rocket's Honchkrow. Rocket Skuldango. What am I playing? I'm playing Honchkrow. I could give you the list. I can put the list into the Discord if you want to peruse it. I just put the list in the Discord if you want to peruse it. Looks cool. It's cool when it works. When it doesn't want to work, it's a little sad. But it's also a single prize deck, so even when it doesn't work, it can still recover sometimes. Item lock hurts it a lot if your draws are bad. So there's that. Alright, we do get Giovanni, which is nice. So we can pull... What does Wobbuffet do again? Move all damage counters from one of your bench Team Rocket's Pokemon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Do we want a Giovanni, or do we want to just kill this? I kind of want a Giovanni
And kill the Spidops. I think that's better. The Spidops needs 2 to die. I know it's kind of crazy to get rid of my other Giovanni, but we can... Oh, wait, no! They're 130! Oh... They're 130. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I clicked it and I was like, yeah, because they'll be dead. They're 130. I'm paying attention. It's just can't do math. I just can't do math. And I was like, I want to keep my Ariana so I can refill my hand. I think we're fine. We're fine. Because they have to attach that to retreat, so they can't attack with Wobbuffet. They played Ariana. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Big whoop. They got a knockout. I did do it for the Ariana value, because I'm about to get to see 10 cards here. Look at that. Sacred Ash, so I just get the stuff back. It goes into my deck. We'll hold on to it. 2 more cards. Hmm. 180. Yeah, not great because we lose the energy. If I can get Porygon 2, which Porygon 2 is prized, we could put Rocket's energy on it. But Porygon 2 being prized isn't great. 2 of them are prized, so we play 2. Ugh. We play 2. Use my alt account. Fun. Alright, can you defeat my Porygon? I think they can actually, because they do 30 times. Yeah, they do 180, so they do kill. Good for them. Good for them. They will get the return. And I think it's just a single prize. I mean, if we can just get a energy, we should be okay. We could Archer them, I guess. These don't count as trainer card. Yeah, it's like their energy, like their special energy. Do they? Like they don't count as training, as trainer. They're setting up to take return knockouts. They go down to 3. If we can take knockout, we go down to 2. They take knockout, they go down to 2. As long as we can stay ahead here, which just requires us finding our energy to stay ahead. Otherwise, right now we will not be staying. They will get ahead of us if we are not careful. If we are not careful, they will get ahead of us very quickly. Very, very quickly. Hit us with the counter gain. What? I thought the counter gain allows them to attack for 1 less energy. Why did they do that? I don't understand why they were treated... What? Oh, it's just 1 less colorless. Yeah, so they went into it. They still needed the grass energy. What are they doing? They still needed the grass energy. What? What? Okay. Okay. Sure. I would love to grab Porygon too, if they weren't prized. I guess Archer is really... I mean, the hand disruption doesn't do much for us, but it more so just gets us cards. Sacred Ash doesn't really do anything for us either. Burn, burn. We'll go for it. We're hoping to get it off the Rockets factory. Oh, energy. Energy, please. Okay, energy. Now we're back in it.
How many rockets do I have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, that's fine.
Since we have ignition energy. We're doing 200 right now. I don't think there's anything to transceiver for right now. Actually, probably should have transceiver just to thin out the debt, which, no, they could end up archering us back, so I think this is fine. I don't think they were going to see them put down a 2-prizer, though. So my concern is if we don't continuously find energy, which we at least have an energy for next turn. I don't know. We're going to be in a weird spot, if not. Going to be in a weird spot. Excited to make some videos of the new cards. I'm really excited for the new cards. I can just try and if I can just find them. I can just find out there to do Archer's back, so you know. Which we could have thinned out the transceivers. We do at least hit ignition energy. Oh wait, Porygon Z wasn't prized? Oh no, we just got it off the prizes, didn't we? We just got it off the prizes, didn't we? Yes, we just got it off the prizes, okay. Let's see, I'm pretty sure it was prized. Which doesn't help us now, though, because you'll be dead. But Ignition Energy does still allow Honchkrow to attack, but we got no supporters in hand. Got no supporters in hand. So now we got the energy, but we don't have the supporters to attack with Honchkrow. So maybe we could top deck. I don't know. I don't know if we could top deck. I don't know if we could top deck. I don't know that we could top deck anything that would be super helpful. I mean, a supporter like Ariana. A transceiver to get it! Or we could grab Petrol. No, that would be... We'd have to Sacred Ash to get that. So let's go... Not Petrol. Ariana. Draw cards. Let's Palpad back in... Ariana. I think just 2 Arianas, I think would be best. So how many draw cards? How much does Crow do? 60 per supporter we discard. And so we need supporters to be able to do it. That's why I'm like, I don't want to play the Ignition Energy. So I know we could attach the Ignition Energy, but I don't know who we're going to end up with. Well, no, because we're not going to put it into a port, but we might with the attack. So let's just play this first. Okay, we're fine. Okay. We'll get rid of the Archer. We can actually headset here. Yeah, let's actually headset here. For 2 protons. Just to thin stuff out of the deck in case they disrupt me again. Less stuff in the deck, the better. 60, 120... Archer. Okay! Yeah, it's better damage than Dango, but Stango makes the damage a little bit easier with energy, easy to get energy back. I don't know, it's kind of silly, and then the Porygon stand up, but we right now don't have a Porygon in play. We had to waste our Porygon 2 earlier. We had to waste our Porygon 2 earlier so that way we could actually attack. I mean, right now, assuming our hand doesn't get disrupted, we win. But if our hand gets disrupted, do they have another Archer? I don't know why I want to keep wanting to call this Steven. I don't know why, but in my head, this is Steven. I don't know why. But every time I picture the card and think about Team Rocket's Archer, my head goes, Team Rocket's Steven. They do potentially have 2 more. They've only played 2 of them. Burm, burm, burm. No way they're about to go back in with Mewtwo again. Why? Oh, maybe they needed one more for them to be a 30, 60, 90. Yo, they needed one more Pokemon to be able to even kill with Spidops. Steven is wild. Steven Stone is from Hoenn. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I keep saying Steven. No Archer, no Archer, no Archer, no Archer. Let's go! Alright, we win. We beat a mid deck with a mid deck. You love to see it. You love to see it. Josh, Kelso just responded. I didn't think the MSRP was $15.99 for those cards. I was about to say, shoot, buy me one, but MSRP, they're double. That's so much. That's so much. It's Team Rocket. They cheat. That is true. That is true. Team Rocket does cheat. Double? I was gonna say buy me one. I really want to open. I think I'm addicted too. Told them not to feed into their problem. You didn't want to BM Mewtwo? No. I could have. I was gonna say no. I couldn't BM Mewtwo because I didn't have enough supporters. But Mewtwo was weak, so I actually could have BM'd Mewtwo. But no, I'm not gonna BM Mewtwo. All right, I'm gonna try out Johan's Mega Frostlass deck. That's why the store has so much product. Yeah, if the store still has that much product, it's because they're charging way too much for it. Like I said, I went to I was at a shop today, and they were trying to charge $44 for the 3-pack. Like, no way. What the fuck? What the fuck? Tank Glass. Yo, Pokemon Catcher, we're out here flipping coins? We're out here flipping coins? Oh, do I not own a third one? Oh, and I still can't buy it. Dang it. I just like that art a lot. Then I will not play the other one because I don't want to. I'll just play the same art. I'll just play the same art. Yeah, Josh, I just don't know what's going on with all these stores charging so much. It sucks. I didn't realize MSRP for the 3-pack was also $15.99. I thought MSRP for it was $19.99. Because $19.99 I could at least a little understand because that's you're charging $5 a pack, and then another $5 is for the promo and the sticker. But MSRP, it's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. All right. So Salvatore allows us to evolve one of our Pokemon immediately. How often does this get used? How often are you making that hack? Because I mean, I guess actually often, because we want to immediately get out of Snorunt being 70 HP, so that way Mega Frostlass can take some damage. The place I go to is charging $37. That's so what? Of course, Wally's heal 1 damage. You just put energy in the hand, right? Yeah, it doesn't get discarded. We play Legacy Energy. Oh, that's so silly. Oh, I'm very excited for this. I'm sure it'll go really well for me. I'm honestly... Okay, go with me here. If there isn't anything with Snorunt on it, surely you can see the vision as to why I'm choosing to use Alolan Executor for Frostlass. Surely you can see the vision, right? They both have long... One has a long neck, the other has a long body. Tall! Hey, Glass. Just two tall mons hanging out. Make sure I activate the deck. I can't tell how many times I build a deck and then forget to activate it. It's really awkward. Getting decent use of Salvatore. Okay, nice. Alright, let me see what Kelso's saying to me. I agree. I thought MSRP was 19, so 10 more I could see. But double is wild. Sorry, I'm responding to a text. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we're playing against the Golden Ninja, the 99th Golden Ninja. Burn, 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 burn. Burn, 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 burn. You need to versus the 100th killer. Well, yeah, I think we have to take out the 99th Golden Ninja, and then we're allowed to fight the 100th Golden Ninja. Or maybe we become the 100th Golden Ninja. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. Yo, what? No way! No way! We're gonna play the same person. You know, they could be playing a different version. They might just be playing regular... Yeah, they're playing what we played against earlier. So they're gonna have Monkey Dories and regular Frostlass. They aren't gonna be tanking. Which right now, what do we need? What do we need a lot of? We need Salvatore and Mega Frostlass. We need the top deck Mega Frostlass. And then be able to Pokegear for Salvatore, so that way we can attack. That's what we need. Explain what this deck is. The deck I'm playing is Mega Frostlass. For 1 energy, does 50 damage for every energy, or for every card our opponent has in their hand. So right now we're hitting for 200. So basically we're just a tank deck. Okay, we did not get that, so we will just set up instead. So we get down more Snowrunts. We do have all 4 Frostlass in there. And then we can heal a lot because we play Wally's Compassion. Heal all damage from one of your Mega Evolved Pokemon, and you put all your energy into your hand. So I think I would like to off the gear, low-key hit like a Lily's maybe. Either hit Lily or hit Hilda for next turn. Yeah, I think Hilda's fine. Because that gives us the Evo. And then we can attach Legacy. Just for fun. Just for fun. I didn't want to flip heads anyways. I just want to make them waste their energy. Place has a reputation for BS pricing. Only go there for prize packs and random things that are from League that they forget about they have to give away. They're giving away non-hollow Umbreon Vs. Oh, wow. Yeah, waste that energy. 50% equals 5%. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, hold up. What is this about? Galele? This attack does 20 damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, that's kind of silly. That's kind of silly. Salvatore, where were you last turn, bud? Where were you last turn, bud? Resentful Refrain. I almost said Resentful Rain, but that's not the name. It's Resentful Refrain. All right, chat. I need to know, what kind of person are you when you play TCG Live? Are you a 6-5-4-3-2-1 or are you a 1-2-3-4-5-6? Or do you just choose random prize cards? How do you go your prize cards? I've always been a 6-5-4-3-2-1. You're just click whatever you hover over first. Just random. Hey, you know, random works. Heart of the you play Heart of the Cards. Joke's on you. You do 6-3-1-2-5-4. Wait a second. That's allowed. I also only go tails. I only choose heads. You choose randomly, Josh. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, it's hard. You're playing Heart of the Cards rules. Whatever prize card you need, you'll get. 7 done TCG Live would also probably be either 1-6, 1-6 or random. I don't know why I do 6-5, because it's like, this isn't, because I read left to right, so I don't know why I go right to left. I really have no idea why I've chosen. Maybe because in my mind I'm like, we're counting down. I have 6 prize cards left, 5 prize cards left, 4. I don't know. I think that might be it. It's like a countdown sort of thing. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! While I'm playing Pokemon. We'll do that. We'll Rigid Band. And then do I want to kill Monkey Dory? Probably want to kill Monkey Dory, right? I'm kind of afraid of the skill Ailey. Because right now, this attack does 20 damage for each damage count on your Poke. Right now, they're doing 40 damage to me. That's a lot of damage. 40 damage? That's a lot of damage. We'll just kill the monkey. Monkey? There is a new Badoo. Well, it's the same Badoo, but it's a new art in Ascended Heroes. It's the IR. I'll make it large for you. It's really pretty. Don't get me wrong. As someone who does hate Badoo, but I also kind of love Badoo. I have a love-hate relationship with Badoo, but this is a really pretty card. That I wish the Mega Dragonite SIR was the shiny one, so that way it was blue and matched to the Dragonair. I'm gonna show up to the tourney tomorrow with a dual disc. Duel. I summon. That's the extent of what I know of Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know why I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. Because I wasn't like in a household that like I wasn't allowed to watch like. I was raised in a religious household, but it wasn't one of those where like we weren't allowed to watch like Harry Potter or like we weren't allowed to play D&D. Like it wasn't that level of like religious, you can't do stuff. I don't know. I just never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like I had Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards though. Yo, bud, did you just use enhanced? Who uses enhanced hammer? But wait a second. You're telling me I should have kept this energy in hand? Well. That's cool, but I wish we had a counter to it, like a supporter or something. Yeah. Yeah, would have been nice. Would have been nice. Alright, we're kind of just a little screwed here until I draw into energy. So I'm kind of screwed. I'm kind of screwed. Part of the card guides me. Go into my locals and play Dark Magician. Talk like an anime character while defeating Badoos. Andy, how you doing? Have you seen the new Dreepy? Yes. The Dreepy and the Drakloak. I want them real bad. They're both super cute. I'm a big fan. We were looking at some of the IRs earlier. The Meryl is really nice. The There's a lot of good arts in this set. Yo, no way you're gonna counter catcher up Snowrun like that. What did Snowrun ever do to you? What did Snowrun ever do to you? Feeling a little itchy in here. Need to look at the new cards. Man, I wish you put damage on this one. So I could take its energy from it. I don't want to shuffle my deck. I mean, I have nothing to pull from Artisan, but I also don't want to shuffle my deck because I want all this stuff to stay on the bottom. You need to look at the new cards, but I've been really busy with med school. Hopefully med school is going well for you. There's a lot of this set is reprints of what we had over the last year, with new arts, but also like all the common art is the same, obviously, but new like IRs and SIRs and whatnot. And then there are a handful of new cards, such as like the Haunch Crow we saw earlier, Mega Frostlass. This Snowrunt is new, right? Yes, this Snowrunt is new. There's a couple other new cards, a couple of new supporters. In Zekrom, of course. Then Larry got some Pokemon. Erica got some Pokemon. I don't know. It's a very large set too to be a special set. Like it's such a giant set that it is a set without a booster box, which is kind of wild to me. I'll just keep them in hand. Maybe if I draw, I don't want them to like counter catcher up this one in case I draw energy. We'll just stay here until something happens, you know? Eventually they gotta do something. Eventually they gotta do something, you know? And I don't know what their goal is gonna be here with, like, I'm just gonna let them stack up energy here, because then I'll just Wally's Compassion and just remove it all. Because that heals all damage. So I'm fine with him just stacking damage up that way until I can find energy. Which hopefully we can... How many energy do we play? An amount. Oh wait, do we only play 2 energy? Oh no, okay, we play 8. It said 2 energy in the deck list because there's basic water and legacy energy. I was like, wait a second, we only play 2 energy? No, we play 8 water energy. Yeah, we're just waiting. We're just waiting to draw energy. That's really what it is. We're just waiting to draw an energy card. That's all it is at this point. Item lock isn't really even stopping me from doing anything. I'm just not drawing into energy. I just shouldn't have attached this energy here. Just evolve for funsies. I probably actually should have. I just don't want them to have 2 people they're setting on. Oh, you fool! You fool! You fool! They've got me back in the game. They just put damage on my Mega Frostlass with energy. Wally's Compassion. Heal all damage from your Mega Pokemon and put energy into your hand. They just gave me my energy back. You fool! That's funny. Watch his top deck energy now. No. I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, we're gonna murder that Badoo. Sad that getting 4 Reapers for my Poltec would be about $200. Hopefully they drop in price, but yeah, I'm assuming they're gonna be expensive. I've been playing Trap Tank, which has been good before the set release, but I don't know what the meta going to be like. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really looked at Ascended Heroes at all now. And going to like actual in-person events, the meta's not going to shift for like 2 months. Because with the way this set got released, none of it's going to be actual legal for actual tournament play until I think March. So I've actually said this multiple times. Let me just look at what the the date is, because I have it somewhere in here. March 6th. That's what March 6th is when it'll be legal now. So I don't know. This deck kind of just rolls other megas. A turn 2 KO to Mega King is Mega King with all the buffs. That's incredible. Yeah, if you only had 2, the RNG. Oh, you're gonna Devo? Hold up. You're allowed to do that? You're allowed to do that? Yeah, I was playing a game the other night against Tranitar, and this was, because I didn't play any yesterday because we had D&D. It was probably like 2 or 3 nights ago. And like I matched into them. I went 2 turns, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to just concede. I'm going to just get out of here. Like, all right, I'm going to just get out of here. All right, can I have energy now? You can give me energy now, right? Hilda gets energy. Resentful refrain. I'm being so resentful right now. I'm being so resentful right now. I know TM Evo rotates. Does Devo rotate? Devo does rotate. Fun. Why do you use Iono? I have no idea. I mean, I guess Iono still does disrupt a little bit because they go down to 4. I mean, even if they have 4 cards in hand, you're still hitting for 200. So it's just good to have options to disrupt them, I guess. I don't think it's something we'll use often. In early game, I could see it being helpful. Or also to mess with decks like Kazam. They might try and go for a counter catcher corner. I could see happening here. It's putting a lot of damage on me. During the stream, I've trained my defense up to 20, my attack up to 20. I'm training my strength up to 20 right now. It's also to give them more cards. That's true. You can also give them more cards. Yeah. What does the Mega Frostlass do? Resentful Refrain for 1 energy does 50 damage for each card in our opponent's hand, 310 HP. We are weak to metal, though, so like we do just fold to Goldango, but you know, who doesn't? What do they grab? They did get counter catcher, so I think they are trying to go for a Maractus play here. And then we'll just compassion the energy into our hand and attack. Or if we top deck energy, then we will probably boss Frostlass. Just so that way they have stuff that doesn't give them energy. Does Wally heal conditions as well? That just heals damage. Digger has a bad matchup in Zorak now, so won't be seeing it anymore. I think we still will, because Zorak doesn't have like super great matchups. I think we'll still see Dango a decent amount. Oh, I like that locked effect. That was cool. I'm gonna burn these cards. Because they're getting low cards, so they might Iono us. I'm just gonna burn these cards. Could trick him here. with a double compassion in hand. And then they don't think I have compassion in hand next turn. But then we still do. We're gonna trick them. We will take the, what, 4 damage, 6 damage? That's fine. So how much? It does 2 for each damage counter on us. So, oh, wait, no, actually, they kill us. Never mind. That was, I should have done that math better. They actually kill us with Glade. But does Glade need? Yeah, just 1 energy to attack. So they actually do kill us. So we are... Oh, but we got energy off of that, so maybe we're okay. Maybe we're okay. Where am I going? Why am I chasing after a random goblin? As long as we don't get hand disrupted, we have game. There's hand disruption. So there it is. Man, I was really hoping we were gonna get an energy. What are you grabbing from your discard? You really want to set up at this point. I don't know. I put a lot of thought into this. Just water energy? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You already have luminous energy on it, but okay. Because your second attack is not worth anything. I guess I guess 140 could be something, but not really. We are living off a top deck. Living off a top deck. Which even then, I don't think they have game next turn. They have... Actually, they do. They do have game next turn. Yeah, they do have game next turn. Because Frost Dust will give them another 60 damage. And then that's enough for Bear to kill. Right? Yeah, that's enough for Bear to kill. So we're living off top deck, or else they have game. Because we can't lock anything in active because they all have an energy on to retreat with. Hilda. Well. Hilda, I love you. Hilda, you're such a wonderful you're such a I almost called her a Pokemon. Such a wonderful Pokemon trainer. Galeli's move is for 1 energy. Put 2 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon for every damage they already have. So since I had 110 damage on Frostlass, it did 220 damage. This is a fun deck. I like this. This is silly and fun. I do need to change because one of the Ionos is the SIR Iono. What a wonderful Pokemon you are, Hilda. Hilda's the best Pokemon. Ooh, what is that? Wait, whoa. What was that? That was weird. Random. No, wait, that's not what I want to do. I just want to remove this one. There we go. There we go. He did all that just to lose. Alright, let's run it back. I think my other arts were good. I am going to a cup tomorrow. I will be playing Donzard 2 set cup tomorrow, so I'm super hopeful of doing well at the cup tomorrow. I don't know where I was going with that line of thought. Clearly nowhere. I wanted to come back to standard. This is the deck I'd play, or the Rocket Haunch one. Cheapest deck in format now. Wait, which is the cheapest deck in format? The Haunch Crow deck is a $7.50 deck. Are you serious? That's wild. I love that. It's a yeah, Josh. We're going to a cup, bud. It's gonna be a long night. But maybe not. I mean, it starts at 5:30. No, they had their challenge last week. Which when Kelso and I went to it last time, I think we were gone by. I think we were done by like we were home by midnight. They were like they started like 45 minutes late. They started 45 minutes late, but as long as they don't start 45 minutes late this time. As long as they don't start 45 minutes late. Should I Iono them? They look like they really need more than the one card they have. I know we could gear, but I want a Lily. I need to set up my board. So. There we go. I know I can't evolve them, but I just want to get them because I know we're going to be under item lock. You know, like I know we're going to... No, I don't want to give them damage. They have Monkey down. I know we're going to be under item lock, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in my hand. It's going to be great, Josh. We're going to have a great time. Going to be a great time. Itchy pawed me, you won't. Itchy pawed me, you won't. No, I needed you to have one more card. So right now I'm only hitting for 50 because you only have one card in hand. And I really wanted to boss and kill the Dracloak. We could still boss and punch the Dracloak. Really wanted to kill the Dracloak. Really wanted to kill the Dracloak. So I guess we just kill the Badoo. I guess we just kill the Badoo. Yeah. Burr, burr, burr. Buddy Poffin. Buddy Poffin. Is Pokepad the play in Pulp now? Because I feel like Ultra Ball is still pretty good to get to find your Dragapult, which I guess maybe you play Hilda, so I guess Hilda and Pokepad. Still play the Poffin. Okay, now we're doing damage. Now we're dealing damage. Now you got cards in your hand. Okay, so we will boss... I think the Duskull is our biggest threat, because they got no energy on either of these. That is our biggest threat of them being able to, like, rare candy knocks out. So we'll just get rid of the Duskull. I don't know if they play rare candy, but I would rather them only be able to do 200 damage to us. Although the last one we did go to, Joshua, was 5 rounds, I will say. But this one probably won't be. Wink. Chad, I got my strength to level 20. Let's go. I did the things that I set out to do. Wait, hold up a second. You're Ionoing me? I was gonna Iono you. But I was gonna Iono you. I still can. You're right. I can. I could play Salvatore. Oh, hold up a second. I just realized actually how Salvatore works. Search your deck for a card that has no abilities and evolves from one of your Pokemon. Put it on that Pokemon to evolve it. I thought we needed Salvatore and the Pokemon. Oh, that's so stupid. I could have. I don't think it mattered in this game, but I still could have played that in a different way. That's kind of okay. That's fine. We do have Wallies for next turn. I'm just so resentful, you know? I'm just so resentful. They did get another Dusk in play, which I don't love. I don't love that they got another Dusk in play. Early dinner. Last time we ate dinner after the rounds, but again we started late. So maybe we won't start late. Funniest thing is to turn one process attack go in second. And I think I could have done that this game, but I don't think it would have mattered. Yeah, I would have just killed the Badoo. We would have never done our item lock. The item lock never mattered. Because I think I did have Salvatore. I can't remember. I can't remember if it was an option. I forgot Salvatore worked like that. I thought you needed the Pokemon and Salvatore. We could have just, yeah. So we need Salvatore and energy is what we need. Oh, do they have the Bolt? They have the Bolt. And the Clops. Oh no, chat, what am I gonna do? I've taken 230 hit points of damage. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Huh. We're all healed. Huh. Interesting. I wish they had 2 more cards in their hand. Now they could attach... Well, they did. Okay. But now they have to pop this as well. Which then does give us game. If they move this here, pop this at 130 to take the knockout. But they did not. Okay. 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 Oh no! Anyway. Or you could also hit him with them. Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me. And they also got their energy attachment, so even if we just kill Dragapult this next turn, and they can't attack with another Dragapult next turn, because they attached energy to Monkey Dory. I would love an Iono. Maybe you'll give me another Wally. Well, you give me a Pokegear, so I could maybe find a Wally. I just want to be compassionate. I just want to be compassionate. Yo, let's go. This might get a concede. This might get a concede. Because now they also can't use their Dust Clops because they only have 1 prize left to take. And they also can't attach energy. Or they can attach energy, but they can't attach multiple energy here. So I guess Mind Bin is their play here. And I can just retreat to the other monkey, or to the other Frostlass. The other monkey. To the other Frostlass. I don't know what your counter catcher did there. I have energy on both of them. I only need 1 prize. Unless their play is to end their turn with no cards in their hand. That might be their play. Because when they do discard these 2 cards off their Ultra Ball, they'll have 3 cards in hand. If they can play 1 card down, I'll only be doing 100 damage. No way you're going to flip the script right now, right? Oh, wait, they're attacking with a bear. Okay. Okay. I see it. I see the play. I see the play. So I need boss for game. I know I have some bosses in deck. Can't remember how many are in there, though. I think all 3 of them are in there. And then they can't attack the next turn. But then they can potentially do that, but they still can't pop this. We're still okay. Okay, we grabbed Hilda, which doesn't help us, but we can thin a couple cards out of the deck. When we were Iono'd last. What went to the bottom of the deck? When last we were Iono'd. Lilies. Okay, we'll just thin 2 cards out of the deck. There are 3 bosses in the deck. Oh, wait, we're hitting for... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm BMing. We're hitting for 300 right now. My bad, bud. I thought we were hitting for 250. My bad, bud. I thought we were hitting for 250. That's my bad. I thought we were hitting for 250 right there. That's completely my bad. I wasn't accounting for the fact that they drew 2 prizes. I didn't mean to be a dick there and not just end the game. That's my bad. My bad. My bad. All right, we're gonna play one more game, and then we're gonna wrap it up for the night. Ooh, what is this Dragonite shirt? Hold up a second. Let me look at it. Okay, I have to collect it before to let us look at it. We're gonna play one more game and wrap it up. That's super. I would wear this in real life. What are these? What are these balls that are on here? Is this a love ball? I think it is, right? This Togekiss is so cute. Opening up some Ascended Heroes. Wow, Lunatone, Psyduck, Prism Energy, Proton, Mystery Garden, Helioisk, Team Rocket's Execute. Team Rocket. Oh, I forgot about Team Rocket. Does Team Rocket's Great Ball new? But no, that's been out. It is the Love Ball. Okay. I'm not stupid, right? Don't answer that. Cramorant. Ooh, the Beauty Fly is very beautiful. I like this, like, art style. It's fun. Oopa. Kind of throws me off that it doesn't say Unbound. Filch, draw 2 cards. Hey, that's better than Impotence Filch. It only draws 1 card. Knuckle Impact during your next turn. This Pokemon can't use the stack. 130 is cool. Dan Rotom. Ooh, I'm so tired. Have a good night. Thanks for swinging through, Aces. Appreciate you coming on through. Hope you have a wonderful night. Miss Magius. Ooh. Hobbs Trevenant. That's a really cool art, too. And this Fan Rotom. I want this Fan Rotom. That's so cool. And the Mega Dragonite EX. And wait, was this a God Pack and I wasn't paying attention? Marnie's Grim Snarl, which also got a new art. That's very cool. Big fan of that. Cool there. That's such a cool Fan Rotom. Hobbs Trevenant, very cool. All right, let's jump into our final game of the night. Can I wear the Dragonite thing on top of the shirt? Right? No. No, it's got like a little turtleneck. Oh, it is a scarf. Oh, I just thought that was the design of the shirt. I didn't realize that was a scarf. You even said Dragonite scarf. I don't know why, I just thought that was the design of the shirt. I just thought it was the design of the shirt for some reason. No, give me back my Espeon shirt. You want that Rotom? Same. That Rotom's nice. I'm sure it's going to be... Which, I mean, everything right now is going to be stupid expensive because the set just released today. But hopefully it goes down in price. Oh my gosh, I can't type. Right now it's only $16, which is actually kind of surprising. It's only $16 right now. So maybe it'll end up going down closer to like 10. But I'm sure a lot of the Team Rocket supporters are going up. Petrol for sure, I'm sure, is going up in price, like the full arts. Not that it's a deck that I think I'm going to like invest money into. But I might play it at some point to an event just because it's kind of silly. But I don't think I'm going to invest money into like getting the full arts of it. Other than like Petrol, just because that's a card that'll actually be useful. And more than just one deck. Yeah, the Petrol right now is market price is like 16 bucks. It has definitely gone up. Alright, well, can't wait to be Badooed next turn. Can I get heads, please? Sure can't. Sure can't. Sure can't. I already have Lily. I don't wanna gear here. I have what I need. I have what I need. I'll probably just Hilda instead of Lily. Just so I can start attacking. I'm sure that's not a great idea, but it's the idea I'm going with. It's the idea I'm going with. Proton's up to a $6 card right now. The ultra rare that I have. So it's increased in price. It's so itchy. If we went under item lock, I'd Mega Signal and Lily, but here we are. I wonder if this is going to do enough damage to kill Badoo. 400. They could actually win double rare candy, Neo Upper Energy. They have game. Can they piece it together? Probably not. Because most versions of Pulp doesn't run rare candy. Especially not two of them. You need that for the weather we're getting this week? Oh, I'm so excited for the weather we're getting this week. Overkill.
It'll be a Lilies this turn to hopefully get us established on the board. Because Wally doesn't put us out of range of Dutch Noir anyways, because that still does 330. So I just need another guy out to make sure I can still participate in the game, and they don't just win from
Me not having a Pokemon to promote. This is also, I think, the better Dawn art. I like the ultra rare illustration, whatever the name for this one is, the full art versus the SIR. If I end up playing Dawn's art to like Orlando, this will be the... I'll buy 4 of these Dawns for it. Why would you grab... Okay, yeah, so they already showed me that they have it for next turn. Yeah, they have it for next turn, so we definitely have to Lily and hopefully get our board situated. Itchy pollen. It's real itchy. We could hit him with an Iono to get rid of that. Yeah, because we already been getting the full 8 cards, so let's Iono them so that way they lose their Dusk Noir to the bottom of the deck. Okay, we at least get a Snow Runt. Wish we could use the Poppin', but we can't. I'm just so resentful. I'm just so resentful of this Badoo. And it also threw Halucha to the bottom of the deck as well, so they can't kill the Snow Runt. Shuffle the deck, though, so now they could find the pieces. Why would they promote... maybe they have Neo Upper in hand. That's why I was like, why did they promote the one without energy? They must have Neo Upper in hand. Or Hilda, like a confirmed way to get the Neo Upper. Nest Ball. Fez, I assume? Which Fez means Snorunt survives. Well, actually, I guess not technically, because they could pop Dust. They could pop Dusclops, or evolve Dusclops to Dust Noir, and then pop the other one, and they could still win. They could actually still win here. They could still win here. Yeah, they have game. They got game, I imagine. All they need is Night Stretcher for game. They just hit me with the thumbs up emoji, so I assume they have game. Oh, no, they have Hawlucha. Yeah. Either way, GG's. Just the early item lock. We were unable to get our board established. It happens. It happens. Hold is a bit of a touch match, but they get going before we do. Yeah, expect anything that can lock you out of items before you can get your board situated. Which again, had we just drawn into, I don't know, I mean, because we went with the Hilda early game, there could obviously be an argument for hitting the Lily instead to prioritize getting the board situated versus just getting an attack off. I think I should have prioritized the Lily that first turn instead of the Hilda to prioritize trying to get the board set up versus trying to get an attack off. Because then we could have better used Wall. I mean, we were just, it's just one of those matchups. It's a rough spot. They can just move damage around so much. Is there a world where you play like a Psyduck in this list? Or even Psyduck and Golduck? Because that stops the Dust Noir play if you have something with Damp. I honestly don't know how much the Pokemon catchers matter. Because it's such a coin flip. Literally. I think I would cut all 4 of these. Add a second counter catcher for sure. And then I think the Ducks. Because Psyduck is just great on its own with Damp, but just to also play around the Hawlucha since you're wanting to set it up. It's also still Damp, it has 120 health. And also Klefki doesn't shut it off. Which since the 50-50, yeah, and there's so much item lock right now. Maybe another Palpad. I could see Palpad. I don't know if there's anything else that I would rather have. Mega Signal feels too... I mean, Mega Signal and Hilda, I feel like you don't need... Because Hilda also gets the energy, which is nice. Salvatore is also important to get in the early game, but I feel like you could also cut a couple of those. But it is nice to have it in the early game, but if you can't get the energy. But my thought is to also maybe add in an energy search card. To give you a higher chance of finding energy, which you do play Lily. No, I don't know what else the thought would be, because we don't need another. I don't think there's another better tool. Like Rigid Band is great, the 30 less damage. Just one other way of like being a little tanky. Maybe you play Battle Cage as a stadium. But then are we filling the deck up with too many things when we're just trying to find stuff? I don't know. Battle Cage has been on your radar. I think that could be. Because also with like Grimmsnarl right now is being big, and also just Frostlass in general using damage counters, which it protects your bench stuff. So let's throw 2 of those in there. And yeah, and it is a good stadium bump. Yeah, so I think it is good to like be able to bump. What is this? I've actually never seen this before. This is not new, but I just don't know what this is. Search deck for 2 item cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. What is this? I've never seen anyone play that. Interesting. I do like this deck though. This was fun. got the bosses. We got the Hildas. Honestly, I'm just gonna toss an energy search in there just for hopeful of finding it off of like just one more chance. Jimmy, you play 8 energy already. I feel like you don't really need the added chance. Maybe a way to find Golduck. Maybe like a random Ultra, but no, that doesn't feel worth it. Because Poffin gets Psyduck. Shaman isn't necessary. So Artisan isn't necessary. I mean, you play 8 energy. You're probably gonna find the energy. I don't know. You could also like just play an Eerie to like screw with people, or Xerosix. Just to like tank and be annoying. Could see that as being a potential. No, not Xerosix, because you don't want to. Never mind. Not Xerosix. You don't want to belittle the cards in their hand. Eerie, because you don't want them to discard their entire hand, because then you're not doing anything. Because you need them to have a decent sized hand so you can deal damage. Yeah, I think I like that. I'm gonna play around with this deck some more for sure off stream. I could also see you even wanting to do like a 2-2 line here, or like a 2-1 line. I don't know, because you don't want to open Psyduck, so you don't want to give it too many chances of opening, especially when you're already only playing 5 basics. The chance that Psyduck is going to be your opener is high. So I don't know, but I did enjoy playing the deck. Thank you for sharing it with us. That is going to be it for me tonight. I don't know when my next stream is yet. I haven't looked at my schedule for next week yet. Maybe Sunday night. If not Sunday night, it'll probably be Tuesday night. Because like I said, tomorrow I'm going to a cup, and I will update y'all during the next stream how that goes. But yeah, that is all she wrote. I really enjoyed the Honchkrow deck. The Honchkrow deck was really silly, and I might play around with that some more also off stream. And see if there might, or just look for better lists. There might be better lists out there. I'm still not sold on like the Sacred Ash and like instead of just like playing like more Night Stretchers, or so I don't know. But anyways, have a wonderful night, everyone. Thanks for swinging on through. If you haven't already, feel free to hit that sub button over on YouTube, and over here on Twitch, feel free to hit that follow button. Otherwise, I will see you. Keep an eye on the Discord for the next stream is. Like I said, it's either going to be Sunday night or Tuesday night. See ya.